Thanks for listening to the AC12 podcast. I'm your host, Mike Luke. All right, everybody go out to Little Caesars. Check it out. We had a very, very good week last week, but we got to keep this one going. Again, 15 off 20 LCFREECC. Check it out. All right, now with Jason Shearer, I'm Mike Luke. All right, everybody in there that's talking about the crowns. I have no clue what the crowns are. We can't see them on their end, but they've caused a lot of consternation, Shearer.
They have, and just know that, I don't know. I was going to say something wise, but get over it, people.
Yeah, get over it, man. Yeah. Back the A, baby. Back the A. All right, we got a lot to get to this show. We're going to talk about rankings. We are going to talk about, I got some bones to pick. Let's see here. What else? We're going to talk about Kevin Vance moving on. We're going to talk about Tony Bryant. Tony Bryant sounds like it sounds like an R&B singer. Tony Braxton, Tony Bryant. But first, the new ratings are out, Shearer, for 24/7. You guys don't like Cam Holmes. What's going on with there? We'll start with Cam Holmes and then we'll work backwards. I like Cam Holmes.
Yeah, I don't know. I got to I got to ask the streets.
Right.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I like Cam Holmes. And it's funny, like we're acting like, the dude's still 23rd in the country.
Oh, but you guys always do this though. When a guy, he's gonna drop to, he's gonna drop here soon, and we all know it.
Well, look at he already dropped. He dropped 11 spots.
He's gonna drop again. He'll drop more though. If he commits to Arizona, he'll be like 52nd.
Let's see. Tajariza, number one small forward in the country.
Yeah.
Anthony Thompson, I haven't seen him. JJ Andrews, he's really good. Caden Samuels, Jackson Richardson, Alexander Costanza, and then Cam Holmes. So I haven't seen any of those guys.
Mr. Delgado makes an interesting point about, a lot of times when Arizona shows interest in some people, they go down. Is that on purpose?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually the leader of that. I don't like Arizona.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah. All right, so Cam Holmes at 23. I still like Cam Holmes. I still hope that we get Cam Holmes. I do. Now, one guy, though, that has skyrocketed up the board, and I don't think that he's done skyrocketing, is one person that you said you would have slowed played early on, but he's certainly impressed, and you don't believe in slow playing him anymore. Cam Williams, Jason Shearer. Cam Williams, you guys have at 10. I think he's going to be closer to 5 by the time this is all done.
Yeah, we moved him up 5 spots. He's at 10 now. Duke offered yesterday. Game on for Cam Williams. He's in, and he's going to have offers from everyone by the end.
He's one of those guys you could watch a highlight for 2 seconds and be like, "Yep, a little bit. He's different." Jeremiah Dibble. I have no clue what these crowns are for. But it's our crowning achievement. I'll put it.
If you don't have a crown, you're just not relevant to us.
Yeah, if you have a crown, you're a clown.
If you don't, that
you get points for posting and sending super chats. Oh, hey, yeah. If you want a crown, send us money. If you want a crown, that's what we like. Yeah, send us money, baby.
Your crowns.
Yeah. All right. Cam Williams is very, very good at basketball. Yes, I would agree with that. Hey, Shearer. By the time this is all done, I'll bet you he's closer to 5 than 10.
Okay.
And also with Duke, Duke just offered him too, so the big boys are getting involved.
Yep. Just said that as well. Yeah, he's good. We have him as the second best power forward in the country.
You guys are man. He's really made a climb from 35 to 10. We like it.
Yeah.
Good work. Yeah. All right, now
he's at Section 7 this weekend.
Now Akina Olozie. Akina Olozie is at 20. He basically stayed the same, or 21. That's where I think it's about it, because with Akina Olozie, I think with Akina Olozie, how do I put this? He's going to be around there. He's going to be around there because, again, he's kind of a 6'1", 6 foot dynamic scoring guard. He's not really your prototypical point guard.
No, he's a combo. I don't know if we had him as a combo before. But we have him as a combo now. He's 100% a combo. He's not a pure point guard at all. There's very few point guards, like true point guards in this class, actually, like elite ones. He's good, though. I mean, right. In my opinion, you want to play to his strengths, and his strengths are scoring. Right. He's actually, he's good with the ball in his hands, but not to the point where you want him to dominate with the ball in his hands. He's just not that type of player.
Ben White making that point as well. A very good point. So we got to give Ben some credit as that. I also, like I said, Arizona is going to bring in a point guard either way. With that, your guy, I have something I'm very upset with you, though, about Shearer. Very upset.
Do you want to give details of the point guard? But okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You go first.
Mason McGee.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I don't know. I like him.
All right.
I think he's good.
All right. Well, Mason McGee, you guys have him unranked now, don't you?
Yeah. The issue
that sucks.
Based on what we know, Mike, I don't think he's going to get offered.
Right now, well, we need to make this work.
Because
can't we just pretend that he's a foreigner and then he'll get an offer?
No, the issue is with Alozie, and Arizona believes in correctly that it is one of two schools right now for Alozie. You can't recruit a smaller point guard. That we know. We're comfortable saying that Arizona will not add a smaller point guard.
Unless if somebody goes to if somebody goes and averages 15-4 or 14-4 this year, that might change things.
Yeah, you're convinced that the other kid is coming, even though you've never seen him play or anything.
No, I have seen him play. I know he's very good.
College.
He's going to be very, very good. I like him a lot.
But in high school, transfer portal, all that, if they're going to offer a point guard like Mason McGee, he's probably not going to get an offer. He's small right now.
By the way, Joseph D says, unless his name rhymes with Bonrad Fartinez. Fartinez is a good. I wonder if there's a guy in the world with the last name Fartinez.
No.
Let's see here. Mike is going to be sad when McGee is playing at Xavier or something like that. Yeah, no, I'm just telling you he's going to be good. That's where I'm at with him. Now, let me ask you a couple things about it. Let me ask you about Arafan Diane. Again, great name. Isn't that the stuff that makes you like sleepy in Turkey, Arafan?
Nope.
Tryptophan.
Nope. Yeah, there you go.
That'd be a great name, Tryptophan Diane. Either way, puts you to sleep. All right, but Arafan Diane, again, we talked about him. Probably the best center in the country. I'd imagine he's going to have a multitude of.
You want to say it? You want to say it? And you always make fun of me.
By the way, Tryptophan Diane sounds like a female serial killer.
Tryptophan Diane. Oh yeah, like she kills you with like an overdose of tryptophan.
Yeah, she teams up with what is it? Tony the Tickler.
Yeah, no, the Tahoe Toe Tickler.
Yeah.
No, that is interesting. What were you gonna say? All right, you got named. Hey, you called this guy Diane.
Yeah, say the magic. Come on, you always make fun of me for saying it, but it is true with this one. Go ahead. My famous line you always make fun of. What is he gonna be?
Right.
Ultimately.
Oh, ultimately difficult to land. Yeah. Ultimately difficult to land, which means we aren't getting him.
Yeah, I would be surprised. So supposedly they offered him a month ago. We found out they offered him a month ago, and yesterday he just decided to list all his offers.
Right. Hey, we're gonna do a sheer hedge today. We will do. Good job on it.
Say this without sounding racist.
I'm sure. Just don't be
the African player thing. So going back.
Yeah, that's a good point. No, it's true because everybody knows it in the recruiting circles.
Like you're going back to like Emmanuel Negadu.
Right? They always have like 800 or 800
right.
like.
So what happens is these kids come over from Africa, and when they do, they have a bunch of guys waiting, like a handler, adoptive parents, guys that handle the money, like all this stuff, and you have to be
basically a bunch of guys you don't really need,
right? And not all of them, and you basically
most.
You got to deal with so many people. Like, I'll just say it now. Tunde, for instance, played a lot of schools to get his parents over from the United States. Arizona was one of them. Played Arizona like a fiddle, right?
Right.
There is a situation that is very possible with Arafan Diane where he basically just becomes too expensive to want to deal with. Because not only are you paying him, you're paying the people around him also.
And the thing about it, too, is that's why we're not going to have we're going to be recruiting basically domestically for AZ-12 prep, because when AZ-12 prep opens up, we don't want to deal with the handlers. We are the handlers. We are the people that you go through.
We are the bank of AZ-12.
Tommy Lloyd will have to call me if he wants a player. Otherwise, no.
Yeah. We don't deal in that stuff.
Yeah, dude. We're not gonna stoop to that level. Let's see here.
Our offshore accounts only have so much.
Now OC Bodybuilders, great, very good. By the way, speaking of offshore accounts, Rage is considering paying me. And he says, he's like, what do I need to do to get you to stop saying this? And I said, pay me, Rage.
Yeah,
And,
I hope so, because it's, I mean,
I'm
you literally texted me and said, look, I can't pay you until Rage pays me.
Right, yes, exactly, Rage. This is going to a good cause. So, anyways, all right, now, Aerofan Diane, not going to get him, so we'll say that.
Yeah, a lot would have to go right. This feels like one of those recruitments I'm not even sure Arizona's involved in.
Right.
6
all
months.
Right. Okay, now let's go to let's get a couple reads in here, and we're going to go back because we got to talk about Tony Bryant. Great name. First Baggins. Now I talked with the basically the bigwig, the lovely lady that runs Baggins, and I told her about Dennis Walsh and about how Dennis Walsh goes there about 25 times per month. We were working on an award for Dennis Walsh. So either way, use code AZ12 for 15% off. Join the VIP text club. Text Baggins at 877-797-0444. Maybe you'll run into Dennis Walsh there. I wonder what Dennis Walsh's day is like. I imagine like in the morning, and there's the workout, then there's like the men's clinic, then it's off to Baggins. Is that basically what we're thinking?
Yeah, and then he goes back to work from Baggins, and then after work, he goes back to Baggins.
Yeah, and then he gets in his jet and just flies around and stuff. But either way, Baggins, check it out.
Brogan's just texted us, what's the Little Caesars code?
Okay, yeah, dude, this guy's such an idiot. All right, so, hey, do 15 off. Hey, send it 15 off 20 if it's a big order, and LCFREECC. Yeah.
I memorize that by heart.
Yeah, send that one. Men's clinic? What do you mean men's clinic? What's everyone saying men's clinic?
You said men's clinic.
Oh, that's where Dennis Walsh. I don't know. I just assume that's where, like, So, anyways, I'll put it to you like that.
Yeah, what is
all right.
men's clinic?
Well, men's clinic, yeah, it's like where they like, it's where like you want to keep getting your workout gains, and they're like, here, take this. This will gain you more. All right, so 15 off 20 and LCFR. Send the other one as well, Cody. All right, now let's. All right, what else we got? We got another read in here. Brogan doesn't have that memorized. Yeah, loser, idiot. Andre Veris. Andre Veris is in this chat. Andre Veris, my friends. Now, Andre Veris trying to get us to go to Ojos Locos. Not doing it. Not doing it. Nope. Not on my watch. What's he going to try? 10s next? Just to try to get us distracted to endorse him?
10s could work.
Yeah. Well, Ojos Locos is basically a more civilized 10s. How about that? All right. But anyway, did you recently change jobs? Are you thinking to yourself, man, I don't know where I'm going in life, dude. I'm just going to Baggins and driving a jet around everywhere.
Every day I wake up thinking that.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'll get in line. Me too. So give Andre a call at 520-325-3456. I will absolutely not endorse this, but I would recommend that you reference the AZ12 podcast. So, again, check it out. Rick Barrett says, this is a Christian podcast, no 10s. Hey, we didn't say we were going to 10s. We said that guy, Andre Veris, was trying to get us to, would probably try to get us to go there. We will not do it. We will not do it. Derek Pivko, Turbulence. Hey, isn't Turbulence the one out by the airport?
Yeah, I haven't been to that one.
That one strikes me as a place, too, where there's like a shooting once every 2 weeks.
There is a shooting. Didn't they show it? Didn't they shut it down?
Oh, good. Yeah, that's a tough, man. Here,
isn't it like Club Turbulence, too?
Dude, if you're known as like a stopover or a strip club stopover for like some like horny guy.
No, it's still open. It's still open.
It's still open even with the shootings? Or were there shootings?
There was a shooting there once, I'm pretty sure. You want to go?
No, I don't want to go there. Club.
No, it's closed. It's closed.
Right. Dennis Walsh, what does this mean? Joseph, confession. D-ball happened when you could buy it from store from U.S. Labs circa 2010. What does that mean?
Deep? I don't know.
I don't know what any of that means. That might as well be Taiwanese that I was just reading. I have no clue what that is. Shotgun Willie's baby. Oh! I meant to tell you. So I saw a guy in the median the other day, or yesterday actually, at Grant and Swanee. He had a shirt that said Shotgun Willie's. It wasn't like that.
It's a movement, dude. No,
I don't know if it was, but yeah.
So
all right. So anyways, I thought that was very interesting. Okay. Now let's get back to a little bit of recruiting here. Tony Bryant. Now, I'm not a big strip club guy, though, Rick, so I can't really give a ton of, all right, let me ask you this. Tony Bryant, I'm just going to ask you this right now.
Yeah.
Is this ultimately difficult to land?
They haven't offered, So without that,
Oh, I mean, yeah. It's difficult to land if you don't offer.
they have not offered. I don't know why they haven't offered. Murph has a connection to his high school coach.
Okay.
By the way, his high school absolutely sounds like an STD.
What is it called? Venereal state?
Zephyrillus.
What's that?
Zephyrillus.
Zephyrillus? Oh, you need an ointment for that.
Yeah, I'll type it in too. It looks like an STD.
Right. Yes. Let's
There
see
it is,
here.
right there in the comment section.
Zephyrillus. Oh, that is
I think
not.
it's Zephyr Hills, but it looks like an STD.
Zephyr. Yeah. All right. So this kid's really good though. He's like 6'9", 205.
Yeah, they're going to be at Section 7, so it's a matter of he's probably here a day early and then drove down for an unofficial visit. He's really good. I don't know why they haven't offered. He's a top 15 dude. Got a lot of offers. I don't know. I don't know why he doesn't have an offer.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe Arizona just doesn't want him. Are we slow playing him?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Pretty sure Cody just said pretty sure it was a big deal because her teacher saw her there, huh?
Well, Cody said when he was in high school, one of the students was stripping there, and a teacher walked in and saw the student.
Don't you only have to be 18?
Yeah, but I mean, if
She was
you're an
she
English
was a senior.
dude, and you're teaching a senior, and you go to a strip club, the last thing you want is to see your student.
Well, I get it. Yeah, I just don't know that that's illegal. I mean, I don't know if that's illegal.
That's
yeah.
chubby. You know that, right?
What's that?
What?
Oh yeah,
That's
true.
chubby.
Well, dude, yeah, and that's where Rage is moving in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shotgun Willie's, baby. Okay, now I just tweeted out. I'm going to be very curious. So here's the deal with Rage. So Rage was texting me yesterday, and Rage was saying he's like, "Yeah, what do I need to do to tell everybody for you to tell everybody that I paid the bet?" And I said, "I got a very, very simple answer for you, Rage. Pay the bet."
I voted that, by the way.
Yeah, Rage. Rage, we all like you, but nobody has any faith that you're going to pay up here, Rage. Come on, you can do this. All right, I like Tony Bryant, though. I would like to see him, but I don't know. That's one of those ones. And anytime someone is from, like, the other side of the world or the other side of the country, and they just randomly pop up, remember that point guard that now is, like, 6'5", but he was, like, 5'5", like, a year ago at this point?
No, I don't know. Is he?
Yeah, he did, Rosie Bodybuilder. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I'm going to see him this weekend.
The skinny little guy. You know what I'm talking about. No, he's going into college this year.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name? Like Miguel Brown or something? Yeah, Miguel Brown or something like that.
Miguel Brown.
Yeah. But dude, that guy was like
every player Mexican.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say we're going to move.
Yeah, Miguel Brown. Nope. Just
Yeah, Miguel Brown. Whatever, Miguel. Would you rather be named Miguel or Miguel?
It's Michael, dude.
Well, it's not a traditional spelling.
Yeah.
Either way, he's good. All right, we're going to talk about the WNBA here for a second because I enjoy making it fun.
It's ridiculous what's going on.
All right, this is the dumbest league going by a mile. First of all, you saw that they lost like $40 million, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's hard to. I mean, that goes through. I just love this though. I love this though with the. You've got this woman in Caitlin Clark, who. And I mean this in a complimentary way. Here's where I'm at with women's basketball and why I have a very difficult time.
You wouldn't give two craps about women's basketball. You still don't.
No,
but the modicum of care you have is only due to Caitlin Clark.
Yes, because here's where I'm at with this. I need to be very clear about this. Now, people wouldn't want to watch me play basketball either. I don't blame them. So again, there's not.
I do.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah. All right. That's fair. Yeah. Okay. But because when I watch women's golf or I watch women's tennis. Or volleyball, whatever the case. I mean, bowling. I'm bowling. I don't know bowling. But women's bowling. It looks the same as the guys. It's different, but it looks kind of the same. When I watch women's basketball, it is difficult for me to watch because there's no explosion. There's nothing. There's no aerial assault. That's like when, because they can't jump. And that's where they can't really move. And that's like when Shaq was like, just lower the rim down to 8 feet. No, that wouldn't make any difference because if you lower the rim down to 8 feet, they're still jumping 1 foot off the ground. It's difficult to watch. So when Caitlin Clark comes around here and she plays like Steph Curry and she's launching threes, she's getting in and out of the lane, she's making people fall over, that is something that is fun to watch. And now this league hates her, Sheer.
I've never seen anything like this in any sport. Have you?
No.
Where like the best player comes in or even a good player comes in and they just treat her like complete crap. She's literally I saw someone tweet or whatever. If Caitlin Clark left the WNBA for some new hot shot league, the WNBA would be over.
Well, the WNBA, dude, they're still losing $40 million.
I know, but you know my point.
I know, for sure. You're right.
Completely gone.
Angel
Like-
Antonio Chavez. It is the equivalent of watching high-level JV at men's high school basketball. Yeah.
They should be
Respectfully.
thanking her. They should be thanking her.
Well, and
I
then the
don't
other
like
thing.
watching WNBA.
Did you ever see the one? Did you ever see the one clip where the woman's like going at her and calling her like the insult she uses?
Yeah.
She calls her straight.
Yeah.
Like it's like okay, where are we at this point?
It's very weird.
It's odd though. And again, nobody cares about. And again, people are like, I think was it Brittany Griner that said that Angel Reese was going to make this league like more popular than the MNFL or something like that. No, she's not. She's a punchline. Either way, Caitlin Clark is awesome. Watching Caitlin Clark
likable too. Angel Reese isn't. I mean, we can talk about this, but Angel Reese isn't likable at all.
No, she's not likable at all. Yeah, she's not likable. You're saying. Oh yeah, Andre Veras. Andre Veras is saying funny things now because he wants us to endorse him. Still not doing it. So he says, "You're saying Angel Reese." Griner called her a stupid white girl or whatever a couple weeks back. No, but that's not the one I'm talking about. There's that one that Kennedy.
There's a different one. I don't want to get into that one, Mike.
Yeah, but no, that one was really weird. Yeah. Hey, sure, you're straight. Take that.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, me bounds is a very good term. Okay, all right. Anyways,
I like that one.
What's that? Me bounds? Me bounds is good. I know, yeah, for
very
sure.
Good.
All right, now let's get back to a little bit of recruiting, but first we got to pay a couple bills. Boom. Talk to me. Foster Plumbing, my friend. Now, I saw this picture the other day yesterday. Yeah, and the picture was awesome. It said he said something like bathroom is closed. If you need to poop downstairs. So that downstairs area probably really stinks. Especially if there's no bathroom there. They should go to Foster Plumbing. They lay good pipe.
Yep.
They lay good pipe. And we need to be very clear about this. Very good pipe. Benwin White has not been out here yet, but he is going to be able to vouch for it. Drain cleaning, water heaters, sewer inspection, gas, water, everything, 24/7. Because guess what, guess what? Poop backs up not just from 8 to 5, but 24/7.
Poop backs the A.
Poop backs out. Wow. Poop does back the A.
Yeah.
Holy moly. That's it. I'm writing that down. That's good.
Literally backs the A.
Poop backs the A, baby. Okay. So anyways, back the pipe. So anyways, 10% when you mention AZ12 podcast. Check it out. All right, now. All right, let's see what else we got. Hey, where'd you go? Welcome to the Rock. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Okay, here's the deal with Green Valley Decorative Rock. 50-plus locally sourced landscaping materials serving residents and contractors. Sheer, where do they deliver north to?
Green Valley.
No.
Nogales.
You don't have this one down yet?
Nogales.
Nogales is south. Yes.
Nogales, Sierra Vista, Oro Valley.
Yep.
Boom.
All right. Well, no, you still didn't get it. But either way, it was better, though. So you go north to Nogales. You go north to Oracle, west to Marana, east to Sierra Vista Benson, south to Nogales. Check it out. Boom. Yes. Now, Section 8 or Section 7 talk, we're going to do that later in the week. Section 8 housing is free housing.
Look at you.
Yeah. All right. So did I ever tell you about the kid that I played basketball with that called his house Section 8 and I didn't know what it meant?
No.
Well, he kept telling us that he lived in the Section 8 neighborhood. And I was like, what is that like? So finally I said, I've never heard of Section 8 neighborhood. And then I realized when I asked my mom about it, she's like, I was like, I felt terrible. Because I said, I've never heard of this. I've lived here my entire life, and I do not know what the Section 8 neighborhood is. But
the way you treat people is disgusting.
Yeah. Now let's talk about co-LP a little bit more. Continuing to dominate. You know something else that's interesting? I was reading what Finkelman was saying. He's going to be able to guard a myriad of different positions. He's not. He can guard the four. What's that?
Finkelman.
Or whatever his name is. Finkelstein or whatever his name is. Finkelstein. But Finkelstein said that how about just Big Fink? A-Fink. A-Fink said that he was that he'd be able to guard a multitude of positions. That is very good, Sheer. We like this.
What do you think? In college?
For sure 3 and 4, 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather him guard a 4 and a 5 than a 3, though.
Yes, I would agree with that, but I think he's also got the athleticism, though. Utterback is a Section 8 junior high. Yeah, so is Naylor. Sorry, Big 12 Bobby. Yeah, I would say that. But again, I'm putting it out there right now. Oh, hey, I got a very, very. Oh, Cody. By the way, for the links tomorrow, Cody on the thumb put Section 7 preview. I think that Koa L. Pete is going to be one of the 5 best freshmen in the country next year, one of the 5 most impactful. And guess what? I also think that Braden L. Burries will be as well. Boom. I'm saying 2 of the top 5 most productive freshmen in the country.
I'm trying to think. I Koa is a lock for me.
Yeah. Debanza is obviously in there. Will Peterson. Who else?
I don't know. I honestly disagree on Burries.
Well, he's going to get the opportunity.
There's a lot. I don't know, man. There's a lot of freshmen.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, though, the only thing that I agree with you, Pete to me is a very easy one. I get that. But the reason, though, is
Peterson.
Peterson, yeah. Peterson for sure.
Debanza.
Yeah.
Boozer.
Okay. Koa.
And then you have guys like Cenac at Houston who's going to play.
Yeah, but he's going to be like 10-6 though. It's not
Ament at Tennessee, Acuff at Arkansas.
Acuff's one that I'm interested by.
Yeah, so it's going to be close.
All right, but he's right there though.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm not saying yeah.
He's going to
he's
be
not 5. He's 7. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, but either way, because the opportunity is going to be there as well. So that's where I'm going to put with that. Kansas is in a weird situation, man. You've got like 2 really, really good players, and then you got you, me, and Trey White.
Yeah.
Dude, when you're recruiting Illinois rejects, like, although I like Trey White, I think Trey White's good.
He's all right.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. Do we think that we'll have a death lineup with Koa at the 5? It's an interesting question. Possible. Well, you have to have ADO in the death lineup. So you got that. You got Jaden Bradley, Braden Burries, ADO, Aristode, and Koa Pete.
ADO,
dude. I'm just throwing ADO in there. Like, I'm taking that. So
ADO life, dog.
Yeah, ADO for life, baby. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at that. ADO kills me. You guys are all wrong. All you ADO haters, you guys are wrong. All right, now I want to make fun of ASU for a minute here. Jake Fagus, very good point. We said, did you mention how AZ won the Territorial Cup Series in every sport outside of football? Yet all the Arizona fans say, or ASU fans say, is it doesn't matter. Yes, that is what's funny. Arizona wins the Territorial Cup series over everything in ASU, but ASU now is, and they've bragged about it in years in the past. Now they're saying, well, we won in football, so it doesn't matter. Yes, it matters. You're an idiot.
Yep.
Yeah, no, you, dude, you wish you not like us, baby. You not like us. And you know what's funny too? One guy said, and how bad is that too, that you had like your best football season in like 25 years and you still can't win that one? That's bad.
Sorry. Yeah.
What'd you do? Did you just fart?
No, your phone.
Is this good? Hold on. I need Coastal to beat LSU in the finals.
No, never mind. Don't look at your phone because you just read everything out loud. Anyway.
No. Oh, is this on WhatsApp or?
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I knew that. I actually knew that. What's that? I'll tell you offline. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not bad. Arizona's not really recruiting Taj Ariza anymore. That's not happening.
You tell me. Or yeah. All right. Well, either way, yeah. Bruce Branch. That thing was. I think that was actually public. That was public like a couple days ago. So either way, Jason Fartinez. We like Bruce Branch though a great deal. But Arizona. You know, for all the crap that we've had to hear about the finances and all of that stuff, I got to give Arizona. I think the Arizona athletic department is in pretty decent shape.
Yeah. Overall, like you mean sports wise?
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Here's
What's
the thing.
bad? I mean, football being bad, obviously.
Football sucks, obviously, but who knows? Here's where I'm at with football, though. There's nowhere to go but up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Also, I want to talk with you about something too. That I get a bunch of ASU people that message me this, and they're like, "And this is where they are wrong." But again, a lot of it's like people like it's people like Glenn that can't read or stuff like that, so they're just looking at picture books. But Glenn is talking about all these 5-star kids that ASU football is going to start getting out of the Valley. No, I asked somebody more connected with than Shear about this. I know it's hard, but I found somebody more connected than Shear. And I asked him, and I said, "What do you think about this? Is ASU going to be able to get 5-star football players?" And he said it's going to be really, really difficult because at the end of the day, they don't care about staying home, and second of all, they don't got the money. He said no matter how good ASU football is, they are not going to have the money if Oregon or SEC schools come calling.
Yeah. That's why you gotta appeal to their senses as opposed to their pocketbooks.
Right. Yeah. So I mean that's kind of where it's at. I mean, I don't know. Also, some guy was going at me on Twitter and he says, "You guys are putting unfair expectations on Koa Pete." No, we're not. Here's where I'm at with Koa Pete, and this is very, very simple. Glenn has not figured out how many. By the way, that was maybe the funniest thing ever. So Glenn likes trolling Shear, and he's talking about. He said that he talked about Carter Bryant, and he said Shear talks about Carter Bryant for 1 week, and Carter Bryant. He talks about Carter Bryant for 1 week, and the other 355 days he talks about Arizona basketball. Well, the math doesn't add up, and so Shear said the math doesn't work. And then Glenn says, "Fine, 365 or 360 days
Still
or something,"
work,
and he said, "No, it still doesn't work, dude." And then he tried saying it was a typo. Glenn, we know you. It was not a typo.
But hard, to be fair, knowing how many days in a year, that could get a little tricky.
Yeah, it'd be difficult. But Koa Pete, though, one guy said it's difficult to put in. I think it was Andy Lowry or something. He said it's difficult to put this on an 18-year-old. This isn't your typical 18-year-old. Again, I'm not saying that he's going to be LeBron James, but if you look at Koa Pete, he doesn't look like me.
We're not saying he's going to come in and average 24 and 10. We're saying he's going to be one of the best freshmen in the country, and he's ranked as the 11th best freshman by 24/7, which might be too low, but he's one of the best freshmen in the country, and that's the expectation.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's what it's going to be, man. When you watch some of those highlights, though, it's very, very interesting to see just to watch him and see how he plays. All right, now we're going to talk, like I said, a lot about Section 7. Now we got some bad news here. We got some bad news, but this is also what happens when you are. Jason's backing a Perry kid. Jason has hated almost every Perry kid, but. Koa has to be the 3rd or 4th best player on the team. Now he's going to be the best player on the team, Andy. All right. Where were we at? Kevin Vance. That's a loss. Don't know how else to put it. Here's what Chip Hale's got to do. And here's where I'm at with the Chipster. Is the Chipster cannot be sitting here and think this can't have taken the Chipster by surprise that somebody came and hired Kevin Vance.
You have no idea, do you? You have no idea that they already have a pitching coach.
I do know that. That's why I'm going with this. I don't know who it is, though. I just saw the headline. So it's not Dave Lawn. It's not Dave Lawn, though, is it?
No, it's John DeRuin. They just promoted him.
All right. So that means that you need to keep all the people here. I like this guy because he's not Dave Lawn.
DeRuin it's the key to, like, Pluto already said he'll stay because it's DeRuin. The dad loves him. That was the move to keep the staff together. He was like the pitching coordinator, very analytical and all that.
I don't like that.
But he's the dude. So DeRuin worked closely with Vance. I would go as far to say that if Arizona didn't promote DeRuin, Vance would have hired him to be the pitching coach at San Diego State.
All right, so that's good. So that also means that we probably keep Smith Bailey around too.
They have you never know if an SEC school is going to come and be like, "Oh, here's $1 million. What is Arizona going to do?" Right.
Right.
But it absolutely helps Arizona's case to keep these guys together.
Let me ask you this. Are we, does this mean that Krankowski's back?
Yeah, Mike, he's probably the ace on the staff.
No. This will not happen on my watch. It will be Smith.
Okay, then he's the second ace.
That's fine. So I got to give, either way, good job from the Chipster. Also, with, let me ask you this. And somebody was asking me, in hindsight, okay, whose game is Koa similar to? I just think it's a little bit of like a Banchero, but again, he's not as big as Banchero, and
that's been your thing. That's been your thing.
And
you're all in on that. I'll back up on that.
I like it. Brogan likes it a lot too.
I know. You're all in.
No, I like it. I think that's a good. I think that's a good comparison. No, he's not. Well, Zion Williamson. It's not Zion, right? He's but yeah, but Zion was awesome. If he was Zion Williamson in college,
It's not
we will.
Zion. The
I know.
athleticism, Zion's athleticism was
Right. Yes.
ridiculous.
Now, exactly. Now, I was telling Kobe L. Thiel messages me yesterday or last night, and he asked me, he's like, Mike, what do you think the front end of the rotation is going to be? Because I know that Ben White is pretty familiar with the back end of the rotation. And I told him, I said that, I think Bailey's got to be your ace, and Kramkowski, Mason Russell's interesting. I'm curious if they can get one of those young bucks from Phoenix in here as well. But either way, I think Arizona should have a good pitching staff next year.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. In hindsight, should Arizona have not played Summerhill?
It's so hard, man.
I know, I get it. We're not blaming Chip. I'm just saying, in hindsight.
I think they should have DH'd him. How about that?
But the thing is, he couldn't hit either.
That's just baseball, though. Are you going to bench every guy that struggles a little bit in hitting? You don't have a lineup.
Well, right. But, I mean, I don't know. All right. But the field, though, was. Right. Summerhill was mocked at 11 today by ESPN. Okay, did I miss the coach talk? We're talking about it right now, Joseph D. All right. So Joseph came up as a Facebook friend suggestion today. I'm going to play hard to get, but then I might actually send Joseph a friend request.
Don't do it.
Yeah, I'm going to say maybe Rage sent me one. I told him, I said, you're going to have to pay for that one, baby.
$1,000, you think?
What's that?
Like $1,000, you think?
Yeah, Rage. Hey, how can I get you to stop? Hey, well, just pay up. It's pretty easy. All right. So, anyways, back to Arizona. Baseball. Yeah, I like this. It keeps everybody there. Hopefully, and I think Arizona's going to be good next year too. Sure, I'm saying it. I think Chip's got a machine right now.
Yeah, they should be.
Right.
I'd like to see what happens and make sure they don't lose. I mean, they lost a couple players already, but nobody good. I shouldn't say that. Nobody.
Angel Antonio Chavez, you're smarter than me, and you have a much better name than I do, and you're smarter than me. So I say this with all due respect. You can't sit your best player for morale reasons, but if he's your worst player at the time because he's hurt and he's clearly not, what do you do?
You can't. You don't sit him, dude. You just don't.
You don't.
It's baseball's hard. If Aaron Judge is struggling in the World Series. Do they bench Aaron Judge?
Well,
Never.
if he's clearly hurt, he can't do anything.
They should have DH'd him.
All right, fair enough. All right, so we're actually ride with your horse, brother. Yeah, but what if the horse has a broken leg? Then you're just hurting the horse.
Ben always says that too. Ben always says you just got to ride it.
Right. Yeah, that's a really, really good point, and we got to give Ben a lot of credit on that one. But Angel Antonio Chavez, always appreciate that. Let's see. Yeah, that's where I'm at with that one. Okay, now I want to get into it. We are a football school. This is well known. We are a football school as well. So let's get into a little bit of football talk. But first, we got to pay some bills. Did we already do Green Valley Decorative Rock?
Yeah.
Come on, Cody.
Typical Cody.
Gringo Billy, words straight from Ben White's mouth. You always ride your best tight end. That is a very good point.
Yep. Absolutely.
Right. Okay. And I want to, Cody, we've already done this one, dude. Hold on. Let me
Cody's got a baby in his hands.
Let me take the charge. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Zach Mooney, baby. The Nova team at Nova Home Loans. Now, you might be saying, man, I want to get a house. Who doesn't want to get a house? Zach Mooney says, I am here for you. Boom. Check it out. Now, if you use, say you're from AZ12 and you'll get some savings, NovaAZLoans.com, 520-230-5599. Call and get in there. And like I said, even if you don't end up buying something, which you should, it still makes us look good. So give them a call. Who knows? Zach Mooney is the man. And again, there's a reason that Nova is the biggest thing going in Tucson. It is really, really good. Also, that little QR code right there, scan it. You're going to like it. You'll thank me later. Zach Mooney also we are also supporting local youth basketball with that, though, because Zach is very active in that community as well. Check it out. Okay. Nobody can talk to me. Sheer.
You're Michael.
Holy moly, I don't see you anywhere. Sure, I can't see you anywhere.
Shoot.
Man, I must feel like Brendan Summerhill batting in the postseason. That was funny. He was about to be a millionaire. He can handle it. That was funny, though. Every now and then that was funny.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that was funny. All right, but Arizona Primary Eye Care, baby. Check it out. Now, again, you might say, Mike Luke, you would suck at baseball. I did not suck at baseball. I was good at baseball. I tried to get hit by pitches. But same day urgent visits, ArizonaPrimaryEyeCare.com. Perfect place to glow up. That makes me laugh every time. And they got a great June deal. 50% off all non-prescription sunglasses. Arizona Primary Eye Care. Cheryl is the best. Get in there. Check it out. All right. Now, hey, there's a men's Major League Baseball combine.
Yeah.
The MMLB combine.
Yeah.
Who,
Mason White.
Mason
I think
White.
Summerhill, and then I don't remember the third one. Yeah. Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Always Walt and my guy Walton.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, my guy Walton. Yeah, but hey, guess who I have it on good authority is going to come back, or at least I'm going to pretend that I know that he's coming back.
Who?
Guzman.
Mm.
That team should be built around Guzman next year. That guy's the man. You'd agree with this? Okay.
We'll see.
Now, all right. Now, oh, by the way, I got to give a shout out to. I was walking my dog, or not walking my dog. I was actually walking earlier today, and a guy named Jesus said he stopped. I was walking, and he says, "Hey, are you Mike Luke?" And I said, "Who's asking?" And then he said he listened to the show, and I said, "Yeah, that's me." So Jesus, shout out, working hard. Okay. Now. Arizona football, Oscar Rios. Reading everything from people that know more than me, Arizona's going to get this kid, I think.
I think Arizona leads right now. That's where the buzz is.
Yeah, that's the buzz.
The buzz is with Arizona right now.
OC Bodybuilders. Ted Wardo cannot go out on walks right now. It is too hot. Because the problem with Shih Tzus is that they don't have a ventilation system. They don't have a nose. Like, if you see it, it's like a flat nose. It's like a...
You can't go on walks right now?
Well, it's too hot in the middle of, like, when I went, yeah. Ted Wardo's got to go early. We got to go very, very early. We go about 6 when I take Ted Wardo out, but then a lot of times I'll go for another walk. In the evening, then we'll take Ted Wardo. But Ted Wardo does not walk during the day, though. Plus, his eyes are so big that I'm pretty sure the sun will blow them up at some point. So, again, he can't do that. Oscar Rios, though, this would be actually kind of a good get. Let me ask you this: is there something wrong here, though? This is one I've had a couple people message me. This feels like is there something we're missing here? No,
he's Elite 11. He's good.
His dad's not like Sandinista or something, and we're like, he's actually like, we're good. We're good. All right, good. That's good because he looks the part, and by all accounts, seems like a really good kid as well, and a good family and everything. So,
baby, we're in to win it.
Yeah, no. So then he comes in there, and then what? Noah watches Noah for a year and then takes over?
Yeah. Yep.
Is there anybody on this roster that you like their long-term potential at quarterback right now besides Noah?
I think Sawyer's good.
Sawyer Robertson or whatever his name is?
Sawyer Anderson. I think he's good. He's legit.
Right.
They like him.
Yeah. That's the 5'9" guy, right?
Yeah, but I don't think that matters in this type of offense.
Nah, I don't think it matters either. I think height is dramatically overrated in college football quarterbacks.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Okay.
I totally, dude, I said I would.
A different animal.
A totally different animal. I would get that. Although, if somebody's 6 foot, I don't care. Like in the MNFL, like when they're like, oh, he's 6 foot, I don't care. That's fine. But it's going to be difficult when it's like 5'8" or something like that. So, but Noah, like I said, I don't care that Noah's 5'7", and no, he's not 5'9". Some guy tried telling me, Mike, you always say he's 5'9". He's not 5'9".
Oscar Rios 6'3".
Yeah. Oscar Rios 6'3". So I mean that goes with it. Like
I
Dorman.
I love Noah. That's my guy. We love him. He's 5'7".
Yes. Yeah, I have. But he's 5'7". Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, when I don't know what else to say. It just is what it is. Okay, now, what are Joseph and Kobe talking about right here? Let's see. Oh, yeah, Jonathan Gibson, great point. This type of offense, meaning toss the ball before the D-line gets you. Yes, quick thinkers right here, quick thinkers. Kobe, it depends on how the organization plays with their budget. I don't know what they're talking about. So, anyways, all right, now, okay, so this coming year, then, I want to ask you about what's going on in Colorado.
Oh, with Dion?
Yeah.
No one knows.
Oh, Jesus. By the way, hey, big shout out. That's Jesus. I always, it's cool. Every now and then, people never believe me, but I get people that'll be like, somebody that's like, hey, Mike Luke. And then I'm like, oh, crap, man. Somebody's going to probably said something bad to somebody. But then it's somebody that's very nice. It's generally somebody that's very nice, like Jesus. So again, we appreciate you, Jesus. Okay, now let's see. Portland Timbers. Oh, Portland Timbers. What does that guy know? Hey, you know who's the biggest fan of Portland Timbers in the world, Sheer?
Who?
The ASU message board.
Oh, I know.
They love Portland Timbers.
They hate Jason Shear.
Yeah. Okay. Rio's current composite ranking would make him the highest ranked QB recruit in 25 years. Wow.
Wait,
Interesting.
Oh, wouldn't? Wait, what?
Yeah, that doesn't sound right.
Oh, QB recruit?
Yeah.
So he's higher than oh, I don't know. I'm old actually now that I think about it. No, he's right.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like-
probably some. What about Anu Solomon?
I was gonna be like Nick Costa and Ryan O'Hara.
No, but that was like
Was
that was back when you guys were
a 5-star, like borderline
No.
5-star.
no
Who?
Tate.
Tate?
No, he wasn't.
No.
What else? Especially not a quarterback. Trying to think here. Ryan O'Hara.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, look at this. Look at this. Kobe says, Mike keeps talking about my car not having AC, and I'm getting annoyed now because people keep asking me why I haven't gotten it fixed. Well, I mean, that's a you problem, dude. Okay, now, Portland Timbers said, from what I check, yeah, Portland Timbers, they love you. They say you should run the site because you're smarter than Sheer. They are right about that one.
Yeah, sure.
Willie T, you know where Willie Tui Thomas from?
The Northern California, Stockton.
Stockton.
I'm gonna look this up. Arizona's highest. I believe him. He's right, but I want to know
Yeah.
Arizona's highest all time.
Yeah, I think he's right around there too. Yeah. Plus he's 6'3". Oh, Grant Gunnell.
John Rattay.
John Rattay. What? Oh gosh. Hey, wait a second. Is he higher than Kevin Doyle?
Impossible.
Yeah. I don't think that. Yeah. But either way, I like this Rios guy. You get him in here. You're gonna have to give him a lot of cheese-based dishes though, because he's a sprite little man.
So Damon Williams.
Yeah.
is
I was
actually-
right. I was right about that guy.
He doesn't count, but Khalil Tate was a dual threat quarterback. He was 233, so Rios was higher. So the highest rated quarterback Arizona's had was Tate. Well, no. John Rattay was pro. Nick Costa was a dual, so that's 2001, right?
Yeah.
Then Tate. No, Tuitama in 05.
Mm-hmm.
Then Tate, the Damon Williams. What a horrible list this is. You ready for this one?
Oh, I know.
Tyler-
It's Arizona quarterback, you baby.
This is the most depressing stuff. Tyler Lyone.
Oh, the guy
Where-
from California. He's like 6'6", and he looked like a volleyball player.
Richard Kovalchuk.
Oh, Richard Kovalchuk. Yeah, baby.
Matt Scott.
All right, good.
Braden Dorman.
Yeah.
Tell me when you're going to vomit, and I'll stop.
Hey, by the way,
Solomon.
Braden Dorman's dad was awesome. So he was on Shear's
Go for
board.
it.
What's that?
Go for it. I don't care. He's gone.
He was on Shear's board, and he would always post these things, and we knew immediately who he was. It said Arizona football, where 4 stars go to die. And then, like,
Destroyed the staff, and I sent it. And it's funny because I want to be very clear here. Braden Dorman was an awesome kid.
right.
They loved him.
That's not what we're talking about.
Right.
Yeah. So when it's, but listen, when you've got 3 different staffs that are like, oh, this guy sucks. All right, now where is he at? Like Colorado Mesa?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they had a football program. Heavner was definitely not a
Anu,
star.
Grant Gunnell.
Grant. Oh, nice, Grant Gunnell.
We'll do 2 more if I could find 2 more.
Was Grant Gunnell the reason the Chief broke up with Sumlin?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he used to love him.
Kevin Doyle, and then after all that, Noah Fafita.
Dude, I'm telling you.
And
man.
then you want to know who's after Noah?
Right.
You can end it with your boy.
Who?
Who's your boy? Your boy.
My boy.
Your boy. Injuries sidetracked his career.
Who?
Joyner.
Oh, Joyner. Yeah. Joyner. He was on the verge, though, man. I don't take the L on that one. Chief and Doyle was a cute relationship. That was like
the best was. Do people know about the private messages?
No. Yeah. That's.
I mean,
fine.
you
Go
don't
ahead, say
care.
it. Yeah, we don't. Go.
He basically who was it? Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah. Trevor. No. Justin Fields.
I thought he said he was better than Lawrence. He said he was close to Lawrence, but he was definitely
better than Fields. Yeah. Talking about Kevin Doyle. So yeah, I mean that's pretty good scouting right there. That's what they call him, the chief for no reason. Don't call him a chief for no reason, baby. Okay, now. So that's that's kind of where it's at. All right, I got a driving question for you too.
It's not a question, it's a rant.
This is the dumbest thing ever, and it's something that is unique to Tucson. Yeah, he did say that, Kobe. It's terrible. It's something that is unique to Tucson. Why do people not turn right on red lights? Now, I know some people know how to do it, but there is a ridiculous amount of people that just sit there. There's nobody coming, and then some guy tweeted at me, and he says they don't legally have to turn. Well, they're just a jerk then. Why do people not turn on red lights?
They technically don't have to.
Part of it is because the driving test on the south side tricks you with the cannot turn on red. And so you learn early on, don't turn at this red light. And so people just don't turn.
I don't think that's why, though, Cody.
I know at least 3 people who are just like, they failed it once and they're like, I'm never turning on red lights again.
Well, what are these people are dumb?
Yes.
I just think it's because drivers suck.
No, in Tucson, though, they're the worst.
There's a lot of old folk here. There's a lot of other.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
There's just people that just aren't very good at driving for whatever reason. I think Tucson has. I always tell Shelby this, like when we're in LA. At least I know, like.
Oh, you know what you're going to get, and I much prefer LA drivers.
Like 90% of drivers in LA are aggressive drivers. No one here is aggressive. The problem is there's a bad mixture of aggressive drivers and the most passive drivers you've ever seen, and it just doesn't.
You know what?
work.
You know what bothers me the most about some of these drivers? The ones that if you're driving and you are having to be 10-2 and your face is smashed against the windshield, you should not be driving. I know it's tough. I totally get it. Yeah, Nick Arenas, we talk sports already, buddy. But I get it. It's always hard to tell, hey, grandma, sorry, the keys are coming with us now. But if your face is smashed against the windshield and your hands are at 10-2, you should not be driving. We'd agree with this.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, like I said. Phoenix has way better drivers. I like making fun of Phoenix a lot. You couldn't pay me to live there, but Phoenix
I disagree.
Phoenix has way better drivers.
I think it's an Arizona issue.
No. I have not. The amount of passive drivers that are the percentage of passive drivers in Tucson is not the same percentage as it is in Phoenix.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You would. You would also. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, all right. Let's pay a couple bills. Come on. Talk to me. Boom. All right. Land the man, the freaking master plan. All right, now check it out. Here's the deal with land. Now owned by the local Arizona alumni. Look at this woman right here. She is knowing she is going to be probably put under, but she's going to emerge with her tongue. And that is something that you want. But guess what? She might also be getting the championship package. 1997, baby. And so again, the championship package comes equipped with, you got a full implant, crown, and everything out the door for 1997. It's none of these things where, again, you're going to be billed or some creditor is going to come to you and say, hey, by the way, that extra $8,000 you didn't agree to, here, ship it to me in Sudan. There's going to be none of that. And they only offer necessary treatment. Check it out, Eris Dental. Land the freaking man with the master plan. All right, what else we got? All right, I'm glad that Kobe Alfiel is in the comments. Sheer, do you think we should just break down and buy Kobe air conditioning for the 2006 Charger?
Yeah, it might be a good.
If Rage ever pays us, maybe what we'll do then is we will. If Rage ever pays us, maybe what we'll do is we will use that money for a reinvestment.
Has Kobe thought of maybe like a GoFundMe or something?
Kobe, have you thought about a GoFundMe to get that AC in that car? You might just want to get a new car. Yeah, I mean, dude, they are taking the homeless people away from. Hey, Portland Timbers just messaged me. Actually message Sheer because again, they like you a lot on there. They like you a lot there. But let's see here. Sheer can help you. But send rage to a creditor. All right, now here. Let's see here. Nick Arenas just says, Kobe, how are you handling the heat without AC? Kobe's a little embarrassed that he doesn't have AC. I get it. But also, did you know at Santa Rita Park, 22nd and Park is a total mess right now? Well, everything is a mess around the U of A. It's terrible. But either way, you want to get AC. Don't be like Kobe L. Thiel. Get AC, and you're going to feel better about yourself. Get that HVAC, Comfort X HVAC that got you covered. And again, first-time clients get a free AZ12 t-shirt. Boom. Check it out. Boom. Boom. All right, RJ's Frozen Cactus, baby. All right, now, let's see here. I was there yesterday. I got some food. I got some grub. I got some chicken fingers. It's very, very good. No bad seats in the house. They were playing like baseball or something, which I didn't really have any interest in, so I was on my phone. But the food was very, very good, very tasty. I had a massive parking lot, lots of places to be able to, I wasn't overwhelmed like I first was when I saw the parking lot. 100-plus craft beers, $2 deals, pregame at RJ's. Very, very good stuff. Okay, now. Sheer, back to I was going to say back. Let's go back to the rankings here. We got a few more minutes. All right. So yeah, Nick Arena says I park way in the back to get my steps in. So does Ben One White. Now so let's talk a little bit about the rankings though. Cam Holmes, you guys are souring on him. Do we know why yet or no?
No, I don't know why.
You don't know why?
No.
All right. Well, all right.
I'm gonna ask for you.
Right. Exactly. Let's see here. Chief garbage. Okay, yeah, anyways, good spot there, Kobe. Yeah, that guy sucks. But all right. So, but also Cam Williams, I believe is going to be somewhere around 10 when it's all done.
Yeah, I could absolutely see that.
Yeah. He's very, very, very good. So we shall see. Now, tomorrow, though, we're going to start previewing Section 7, my friend. Lots of names to know. Lots of in-state kids to know. Sheer, this is
ready.
True.
I got the list ready. I'm ready to rock.
Yeah. We're ready to rock and roll,
pretty
baby.
much mostly in-state, couple California kids. Yeah,
they are, let's see here. Interesting. Okay. On that note, though, by the way, this Karen Reed trial, man, I've been following this one. I wonder if they're going to get it verdicted. Yeah, Karen Reed trial is the best trial ever. It's awesome. Okay. On that note, though, Sheer, where can they find you doing your work?
WildcatAuthority.com in the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby.
All right. You can follow me at Iron Mike Luke or not follow me. It doesn't make any, appreciate you guys all. You guys are awesome. But again, also, Little Caesars, you got to get in there. Also, everybody hit like and subscribe. I've done a very, very poor job of this. AZ12 exclusive code, 15 off 20. Get that one or 15% off any $20 order. And LCFREECC. Boom, either one works. Check them out. Make us look good. All right, same time tomorrow. You know where to find us. Back the A, baby. You've been listening to the AZ12 podcast.